that's something I think you'll understand when I feel it's something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your.
Jazz 88.3 in the New Jazz Thing. That's music from Kevyn Lettau's new disc, Drawn to You, and the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Kevyn Lettau joins us this evening. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
So that's a fantastic version of that. Nice, slowed down, and really a focus on, as you were saying, the beauty of the song and the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah, why be fancy?
Exactly. Kevyn's new disc, Drawn to You, is going to be the feature at a CD release party at Anthology this Thursday down in Little Italy. Kevyn, so you were born and raised, I'm not exactly sure born, but raised in Germany for a time.
Yep. Yeah, I was born in the States and then moved to Germany when I was quite young, and then back to the States and then back to Germany when I was 14.
Did your
I came back here.
Did your musical education start early? Were you a student of music early?
No, I really wasn't. I was studying dance when I was quite young, and I knew that I could sing. I knew I could carry a tune, but it just sort of fell in my lap. You know, I was just walking down the hallway singing one day, and someone heard me and said, "Oh, we have a jazz band. Do you want to join?" And
what age was that?
That was 16. Yeah.
And
or 17.
Okay.
Yep. And then through that I met Peter.
Peter Sprague.
Peter and Trip Sprague, yeah.
And so that relationship with Peter and Trip Sprague has been a long-lasting one.
Oh God, yeah. And, we're family.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Oh yeah.
And your last disc, your previous one to this one, was a dual recording with Peter.
Yep. What is enough?
Right, and we played a lot of that on the station here too. So that was a nice release. You did some touring with Sergio Mendes, and the Brazilian music has been a big part of your repertoire. Tell us a little bit of how you got into that type of music.
You know, you just like a food that you taste and you fall in love with the taste and you want to have more of it. Right. That's the way it was for me with Brazilian music. I heard it, I started singing it, and it was just so infectious and happy and fun. And but on this disc, there's only one Brazilian tune. That's the one that you just played. That's all. You know, a lot of it is more contemporary jazz. I actually play piano on one song, an original, just piano and voice.
Right, and is that that's a new thing for you?
Yeah, that's a new thing for me.
And so, did you have you noodled around on the piano for a long time, or are you just getting serious about it?
You know what?
I've
noodled around on it for a long time, but I've always thought, you know, if there's people like Russell around, why should I play? I mean, which is really true, but. I write these little tunes on the piano and sing them, and Scott Mayo, the producer, said, "Kevyn, let's put one on the end of the album. Let's end it with that." So, you know, why not?
And how did you feel about it?
It was fun. It was fun. I still can't believe when I listened to it that I actually got the nerve up to do it. Yeah, I mean, I have no ego attached to it because, you know, I'm not a piano player at all. I would never say that I am, but there is something sort of sweet with me playing and singing. There's something sort of primitive and sweet about it, raw.
So you've been part of the San Diego jazz scene or music scene, and for a long time, especially your association with Peter, and but with lots of others. Has your musical career kind of worked out in San Diego, not being a big hub of music? Well, has that worked out kind of how you would have liked it, or
well, I actually lived in LA for 25 years.
Oh, okay. So you were up there, and were you part of the scene there? Did you work there?
I was part of the scene there. I did some session work, and you know we left you know, we had our road band all from LA, and we would leave from LA. But, you know, nowadays you really don't need to live in LA because everything is, you know, you can do everything with the internet and email, and you can, you know, everything is, the world is so small now, you know, that living down here right by the ocean is just so much better.
Right. So it sounded like with Drawn to You, you've kind of put this together, and now you're you know, kind of getting it released now, and then you're going to be looking for distribution on it. What are some of the kind of the challenges that you're going to have to face to get this heard to more people?
Gosh.
Are you going to do some touring?
Well, I'm hoping so, but you know, it's a real catch-22, because if you don't have a record deal, if it's not getting played a lot, if it's not, you know, it's just, it all has to line up. It's got to be this big machine that makes it happen. So
right.
I'm just going to just do one thing at a time, and,
right.
and not stress about it too much, which is so easy to do, you know.
Right.
But there's a lot of challenges involved in it. The most important thing for me, though, is the music.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of plans do you have past this? Are you working on you know, your piano playing, or are you doing more songwriting?
I'm doing both. I'm doing both of those things, and looking, like you mentioned, touring, looking into getting more dates going, you know, throughout the States to promote the record.
Any other projects that you're working on, collaborating with other people?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Well, then that allows you to then focus on
That's
this
right.
and,
That's right.
and give it, you know, the time that it probably deserves.
Yep.
Well, let's remind folks one more time where they can hear this music performed live and actually get themselves a copy of this.
Yeah, we'll be on Anthology on Thursday evening at 7:30.
And tell folks where they can find out more about you.
Yeah, you can go to my
and that.
website, KevynLettau.com.
Spell your name for
Okay,
folks.
KevynLettau.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we've got one more tune queued up here, and tell us a little bit about this tune.
This song Russ and I wrote was a wonderful process. We just sat at the piano together, and I told him sort of what I thought the mood would be nice for it to have, this sort of a mood, and then we just started writing. He did the harmony, and I did the melody together with him, and we already had the poem. So,
what was the mood that you were feeling or looking for?
well, I was thinking of Phil Collins, believe it or not.
A particular Phil Collins tune or
yes,
era? Or?
What was the name of that song? I can't even remember the name of the song. But just something a little bit floaty, but at the same time sort of driving.
Okay.
And a little bit mysterious.
Excellent. Okay, great. Well, Kevyn, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
And congratulations on having the new
Thank
disc
you.
out.
Thank
Best
you
of
so
luck
much.
getting that out there and getting it heard by a lot of people. And I'm sure the folks here at Jazz 88 will do our share. It sounds fantastic. So
Thank you.
Kevyn Lettau on the New Jazz Thing. We'll post links to Kevyn's website and to the anthology date, so you can get all that information. From our Facebook page at facebook.com/The New Jazz Thing and twitter.com/TNJT. This is Kevyn. What's the name of the tune we're hearing?
It's called Drawn to You.
Drawn to You. This is the title track from the disc. You're listening to The New Jazz Thing on Jazz 88.3.